Hi guys, this is Heart Secrets and Horizons of the Philippines, and for today's video, we will be talking about why foreign men are easily scammed by Filipinas and how you can avoid it. This isn't a new horror story. You've probably heard similar ones over and over again. Yes, they keep happening. Why? Because even if most Filipinas are good and genuine, the bad ones still know how to weave believable stories. And unfortunately, some foreign men still fall into their traps. Sometimes it starts as an innocent online chat. She's sweet, charming, and respectful. Maybe she sends you cute photos too, tells you how much she appreciates your messages. Then one day, just like that, she says her family is in crisis. Her grandma's sick, her little brother can't go to school, her mom was rushed to the hospital. And you're already emotionally attached. You don't want to lose her. So you send money. And that's how the cycle starts. Let's talk about why it happens so often and more importantly, how you can protect yourself. One of the biggest reasons foreign men get scammed, they easily pity Filipinas. Let's be honest. When you see someone from a poverty-stricken country, your natural instinct might be to help, especially when the money they're asking seems small. $20, $50, even $200 may not mean much in dollars, but in pesos, it can mean a week's groceries, rent, or more. And that's what scammers rely on, your emotional reaction. They say their grandmother's sick, their brother needs medicine, or their house was flooded. You want to help, but should you? Before you act, pause and ask, have I met this person in real life? Do I truly know her background? Have I verified her story in any way? You have to understand these stories are crafted to pull at your heartstrings. Some of these scammers rehearse their lines. They even use stock photos of sick relatives to make it look real. You might be the 10th foreigner she's messaged that week. What should you do? Set boundaries and never send money unless you verified the need and built a deep relationship based on time and trust. Remember, genuine relationships are not transactional. If she's the right one, she still love you even if you don't give her money. Sometimes, foreign men come with fairy tale expectations. They think if I send her money, she'll love me more. If I take care of her financially, she'll never leave. She'll be loyal to me forever because I saved her. But love is not something you buy. Sending money doesn't guarantee loyalty, commitment, or love. In fact, it can attract the wrong type of Filipina, someone who sees you as an ATM, not a life partner. We've seen it countless times. A man flies here thinking he's going to marry his online Filipina girlfriend, only to find out she's been talking to multiple foreigners at once, milking each of them for what she can get. And then, the common thread, he believed that money would secure the relationship. So what now? Keep your expectations grounded. Build a relationship where both sides contribute emotionally, spiritually, and mentally, not just financially. A real relationship is a two-way street, built on time, mutual effort, and trust. Let me say something a little bit uncomfortable. Yes, some people may say Filipinas are desperate for foreign men, but in truth, many of the desperate ones are the foreign men. They've been divorced, alone for years, or rejected many times in their own country. They want love so badly that when a sweet, pretty Filipina sends them a message, they think they've won the jackpot. So they ignore red flags. They move too fast. They start sending money, planning weddings without truly knowing the woman's intentions. I've talked to foreigners close within 2 weeks of chatting. Some have bought land or a house for someone they've never even met. That's not love, that's desperation, and it makes you a perfect target. What you should do is to take your time. Don't rush into a serious relationship. Vet the person. Meet in real life. Ask real questions and observe her lifestyle, family background, and long-term goals. True love can wait. If she pressures you to act quickly, that's a red flag. Sometimes the scam isn't obvious. It starts from cultural confusion. In Filipino culture, we're very close to our families, so when a Filipina asks for help, it might include helping her parents, siblings, cousins, and sometimes even their neighbor's cat. A foreign man might say, "Wait, I thought I was courting my Filipina girlfriend, not her entire barangay." This confusion can make men feel scammed, even when the Filipino girl wasn't intentionally being deceitful. Here in the Philippines, it's common to share blessings. If someone in the family gets help, it's expected that they share it. But to a foreigner, this might look like freeloading or manipulation. How to avoid this? Talk openly about expectations and boundaries. Understand Filipino culture, but also be clear of what you're comfortable with. Communication is key. Ask her, what does she expect from a foreign husband? How involved is her family in her personal life? How will financial decisions be handled if the relationship becomes serious? Don't be afraid to speak up. Respect goes both ways. Imagine this. Your Filipino girlfriend tells you her apartment costs $500 a month. You say, okay, sounds fair. But what she doesn't say is it's actually just 10,000 pesos or $180 in the province. You just overpaid and you didn't even know it. Why? Because you didn't do your research. Many foreigners jump into this journey without learning about the actual cost of living here, how online dating scams work, and the signs of a real versus fake relationship. Scammers love when you're uninformed. They take advantage of your kindness and your ignorance. And the truth is, much of this information is available online, and you just have to take the time to look. So your solutions? Study the culture before coming here. Watch credible YouTube channels like this one. Join forums where other expats share the experiences, and ask Filipino friends or consultants to help you make informed decisions. Some men can just say no. Maybe they've finally found a sweet Filipina after years of being alone, and they're terrified of messing it up. So when she asks for help again, they say yes. Then she asks again, and again. Suddenly, he's paying for her phone, rent, tuition, and groceries, and even the birthday party of her cousin's baby he hasn't even met. All because he's afraid. If I say no, will she leave me? And unfortunately, there are women who use this fear to manipulate. They cry, they guilt trip, they say things like, if you loved me, you'd help me. So what's the solution? A healthy relationship allows you to say no without fear. If saying no causes her to ghost you, block you, or emotionally blackmail you, she wasn't the right one. Respectful women understand boundaries. In fact, a high value Filipino will respect you more when you say no with confidence. I want to remind you, not all Filipinas are scammers. Many are loving, loyal, and sincere. There are wonderful Filipinas who work hard, value honesty, and dream of a real partnership based on mutual love and respect. Some work as teachers, nurses, call center agents, doing their best every day. But just like in any country, you have to be wise. Use your head, not just your heart. Scammers are good at playing the long game. They can chat with you for weeks or months before asking for money. They know how to gain your trust. That's why you have to be vigilant from the start. So here are tips for you to avoid scammers. Never send money to someone you haven't met in real life. Always verify stories. Ask questions, not just with your partner, but with locals or trusted sources. Take your time. Real love takes time to grow. Do your research about the Philippines, its culture, the costs, and scams. Trust actions more than words. Be emotionally strong. Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Use video calls, not just texts. Observe body language. Ask for help. Consult with people who know the culture. They say no one will scam you unless you allow it. And in many ways, it's true. Preparation, awareness, and self respect are your best shields. So before you dive into a relationship here in the Philippines, make sure you come with an open mind and a sharp eye. What do you think about the points I've shared here in this video? Let me know your thoughts by dropping a comment below. Once again, this is Heart, Secrets, and Horizons of the Philippines. See you in the next one. Bye.